Okay, so as I'm about to open up all these parts and remove them from the plastic trays, so let me open this guy up as well so we can look at it closely. Because I don't want to do this late in the build. I want to make sure I cover this. That was it. Just one tray. This is the actual hilt when you merge the two swords together. Here's the head, which of course during the course of this build I'm going to assemble everything, and the head will be switched from one to the other. Here are the blades, which turn into this little feather type setup. Okay, that's good. And I see some attachments, I guess, to further attach the kit together. I guess the most notable parts would probably be the hands, because the hands are specifically designed to hold the saber, the sword. I mean, the sword itself, the head, which is unique. What are those red parts? Oh, those red parts are supporters to hold on to the actual backpack wing swords as well. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I do see that many that you do have, probably people are buying two of these so they can have it twice. But I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something later on. I won't discuss that yet. So let me put this here for now, so I can clean this up. Also, I'd like to take a moment to announce some of the other announcements that we've been seeing from Bandai exclusives. We all are aware that the high-grade Gundam Zeta Lightning and the Dom R35 is coming out as well. So the Zeta I may get, and I think I want to get the Lightning, the Dom too. I never got the Golf R35 as well, so this will make up for it. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting that one. The weird thing, of course, that now they're coming out with a pearl-coated version of the Turn A Master Grade. It's interesting that they're re-releasing a very old kit. But what was more interesting is the fact that now they're adding the butterfly effect parts. Okay, that's pretty nice. I know that they added that to the high grade version. The Master Grade was, of course, soon to follow. I'm surprised that they didn't make an aftermarket parts for that. And then next month in June, no, excuse me, next month is May, I'm sorry, but the following month in June we'll be getting the Renacida, which I definitely want to get. I have some ideas for that suit as well when it comes out. Okay, so let me, oh, where are my trays? Here we go. Well, here's one. I got another one around here somewhere. I had to clean up in my room a bit so I can breathe. I had a lot of things to put away and stuff like that, but at least now it allows me to move on and work on this guy. So let me begin removing these parts, and then we begin reviewing the parts. So I pretty much spent the better time cleaning up the inner frame parts, making sure which one needs to be put together and which one doesn't, and then sanding them down so I can remove all nub marks and scar marks. Arms and parts of the legs are fine, so these connectors here, this is alright. The backpack's fine, and there are smaller parts over there that some I need, some I don't, because they've been X'd out on the manual. But I ran into a bit of a problem, or an annoyance. We'll begin with this one. This is actually the assembly that will hold the wings slash swords of the Honoo. This is actually a 3-part, so I'm going to remove this and this so you can see. This guy here, I had to sand down a lot. Keep sanding, and no matter how many times I sanded, this one's not going away. I may want to continue on again, maybe take it apart, resand it down, maybe apply a little glue. Maybe the glue will seal it up a bit. But portions like this one is taken care of. It's sanded down evenly. This one I sanded down to the point where the actual panel lining of this is being removed. I don't think that's a bit of a problem because I could always take plow plate and put it over it, so I may just continue sanding the whole thing down, warping the whole, cleaning it up, make it nice and even and flush, and then put a plow plate over it. Some of this part here is too covered up with the actual wings and things like that, you can barely notice it. This one has been sanded down, so this is fine. This is no big deal. This one actually holds one of the parts. This one also was a bit of a pain to do. I was trying to remove the marks here on the leading edge and cleaning it up. Now what I did was, instead of me pulling it out and start sanding it down, I decided to use a tool. A tool that I got the other day along with the Honoo magazine. And forgive me if I put it away, and now I can't remember where I put the little fucker away. Oh, here it is. Good. So I better set this up for you guys. I got these tools from Hobbyland Japan. These Wave Corporation tools, and these are little diamond cut sanding tools. They're very, very rough. They're sanded. They're diamond coated. I think, but these things work well for sanding specific areas or cleaning parts. And what I did was I began to create like an edge here. If you can see me doing this, so I dug in. Excuse me. I dug in and made a newer feature here. It was a lot better than just putting it like that together, because it was an uneven side to it. This one I sanded down to the point where I think I am already done, so it will show me a little bit better when I prime it. But I got this one, this is the square version. It's square is basically what you see there. I have this one, which is more of a diamond version. I have another one here. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where it was. That is a round version. So these tools will allow me to clean up parts, sand them down as best as I possibly can, get into hard to reach areas. That makes it more difficult for me to work with. So I'm going to continue on with this guy. The beam rifles. I was going to just put them together, paint them, take them apart, and then put this clear part here, which is necessary. Unfortunately, that didn't seem to be the case, because again, there's a seam line that goes all the way around. Here's what it looks like. This is the one that I did not sand down. This one has been glued, and I'm waiting for it to dry. This is the one that I sanded down completely. And even though you see the seam line, it should be flush. Hopefully when I prime it, it will show a little bit more detail. See under here? And of course the barrel was a pain in the ass to do as well. So I took care of those two. Finally, here are the hands, which I was beginning to clean up a bit. Actually, there's one little thing here that I forgot. I'll just flush it out a bit and use this 322 to make it fly over there. And while I was doing this, I said to myself, wait a minute, there are other parts that need to be painted this color or tone as well. So I had to remove the hands of the Honoo. So these are open hands. No, excuse me, these are fists, which of course the Honoo doesn't come with. I was surprised. I thought it was going to have them. And here's the actual hand that will hold the hilt of the bigger sword. Here's the other hand that's holding the hilt of the sword that comes with the Honoo. See? I'm just testing this out because obviously once you paint it, this needs to be removed and put back in so you can put it on the parts. So let me continue cleaning up and we'll look at other parts that needs to be fixed. So as you could see here is the custom head parts of the Honoo. Here's the original, which has already been pre-built here and painted. And here is the one that came with the custom parts. And custom parts is all painted in white, it's not separate color. And as you can see here in the image, the V-fin part here is all silver with a neon center tone over there. The little earbuds here has to be orange, even though this is clear parts right here. And then of course the chin. To get a better grasp of how it looks, I've decided to build both of them so you guys can see this. Here's the original head, and of course I'm going to snip these off, sand them down. I had to sand down the curves here before, and then so that way it's nice and flush. I know that there's a green color part there for the sensor, and I believe one there as well. For this one that needs a lot more work, this part needs to be painted red. This is not a two-piece part like this one, because you have the face mask that you can remove and you have the exposed red parts. You have, this is all one solid part. Now I'm going to take this part, oh yeah, you see the nubs there, that has to be snapped off as well. But I'm going to remove this so you guys can see this, because this is not going to be as easy as I think. I'm going to remove that part and then this part here. So this part here has to be painted red, the little nub, the wing parts here. And then this part represents the eyes. Obviously this has to be painted black, and then neon eyes so you can see through. While this part here is all white, except from down here it's all red. So this is all one separate part. But other than that, it should be easy to assemble. Not assemble, excuse me, paint and then assemble. So I just don't want to. I was going to do that as a one-shot paint job, but I think I'm going to have to separate this and play it by ear. But this is what the custom head of the Honoo looks like, and this is the original head. Oops. So, pretty nice. I like this. Can't wait until it's finished.